right? And start the fight is not doing as well. Only just 3 niggas the picture. You got rich niggas, you got tough niggas, and they easily become collateral.
Slippery soap. Yo, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash your car.
50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters.
Brother, Ricky Rose. Ricky Rose, you a hustler, man. Woo! I know you for a long time for helping me with Ciroc, to just like watching your whole get down.
In addition to threatening to buy 50 Cent's masters, Rick Ross allegedly attempted to leak a fake AI-altered tape that purportedly showed 50 at one of Diddy's notorious freak-off parties. However, 50 isn't letting that go and is preparing for major retaliation. Maybe the biggest mistake of his career. Fraudulent sources nearly 50 claim it's AI generated, and he is aware that it's all cap. As a result, 50 is no longer merely defending himself. He is launching an offensive, claiming he has receipts ready and is going to retaliate in the most outrageous manner imaginable. In the 50's upcoming documentary on Diddy, Rick Ross has an entire chapter that sounds messy and is reported to have unreleased. Material.Ross is allegedly involved in all of that. If even a small portion of it is accurate, Ross may be facing the most embarrassing moment of his career. But the worst part is that this is just the beginning for 50. He has more coming and isn't holding back. There are shocking stories and even actual tapes that demonstrate what some rappers had to do to maintain the favor of the industry elites.
Aaron Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
Let's break this all the way down.
Interactions between Rick and 50 Cent. In an attempt to make it appear really dodgy, Ross allegedly planned to release a phony film that purports to show 50 in a dubious scenario with a few other guys at an industry party. This was all part of Raw's purported revenge mission following years of Raw stepped up the disrespect. This year, in March, he was already making fun of 50 on social media for alleged financial difficulties and even making slick remarks about purchasing 50's masters. This is especially true given the drama surrounding Big Meech and
In the film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at, you thought you was gonna be able to do it. You thought you was gonna be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your mama one of them walking stars thing. Put down there how your mama live. Make her own walking star. Don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that, because you showed the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans, and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the GU in the studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckle. Your knees buckle. Put your back against the wall. Po nigga. You po hustler. 50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy.
it appears that Ross truly believed he could outdo 50 with this entire fake tape stunt. As if he was attempting to outdo the original Troll King. However, this is where it backfires, as 50 allegedly discovered it all before it could go live and quickly shut it down. Now that 50 is playing chess instead of checkers. Ross may be wishing he had never tried it, because 50 is not just clapping back but is going into full-on savage mode. The word is that he is sitting on a real tape that allegedly depicts Rick Ross in a highly precarious situation. And it's all connected to his long-standing relationship with Diddy. Trust me, this is where things get even messier. Insiders close to 50 are speculating that Ross will get his own spotlight in 50's upcoming Diddy Exposed documentary series. And if that tape does exist and Ross is indeed on it, things could quickly get out of hand. Let's not forget the rumors that have been circulating for years regarding people had been making fun of Ross and Diddy's alleged close friendship for a long time. But when the serious accusations against Diddy began making headlines, things started to heat up. 50 didn't hesitate to get involved, posting a dubious Instagram video featuring former Bad Boy singer Mark Curry discussing Diddy's claimed practice of tampering with champagne and giving ladies drugs. However, 50 didn't stop there, adding gasoline to the fire by sharing Rick Ross's controversial rap. Lyrics about putting something in a woman's drink caused the internet to go into overdrive. People began to speculate that Ross might have been a part of Diddy's Wilkoff parties. And then an old video of Ross and Diddy washing cars together while laughing and joking about slippery soap reappeared.
So, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, just stay tuned to see.
Really strange vibes. But then things took a crazy turn when a video surfaced of a convicted felon named Jonathan O. sitting in a police interrogation room making some serious claims. He claimed to have attended Diddy's private parties and even named Rick Ross as someone who was allegedly present. The craziest part was that he also threw out some shocking claims, even claimed that Diddy treated him like a former slave before buying his silence. These claims were unbelievable and difficult to believe, but they caused a lot of people to go crazy on the internet. When he was being questioned, Ada wasn't even being asked about Diddy. Grilled about the May 2018 Trump-Darrell shooting. So all of this came out in the midst of something completely unrelated. To make matters even stranger, the Daily Mail published a report exposing that Jonathan O was an exotic dancer prior to the shooting and had appeared in adult films for a website called Dancing Bear, where women engage in explicit activities with men in giant bear costumes. So recall Cassie's lawsuit in which she claimed Diddy made her participate in alleged freak-offs with male employees and made everyone wear strange masks. Now, fast forward to the police interrogation video of Jonathan Ott. Some of the things he said may seem crazy, but people are beginning to piece things together online, especially since he made all these accusations about Diddy 5 years prior. Even after Cassie's lawsuit was released, Jonathan revealed something that has everyone talking. To start, he said Diddy sent Rick Ross to try to silence him. That is, Rick Ross actually showed up to silence him then. Then he dropped another bombshell. Diddy, Ross, and DJ Khaled were secretly living double lives.
Ross was say good buddies, okay? They're gay. Who? Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
But Ada went much further than that. He claimed that theories of freak-offs weren't just crazy parties, but rather covert rituals with sinister intent. He also claimed that the Illuminati allegedly uses these gatherings to control people's minds, and that actual sacrifices are being made behind the scenes.
Satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. on the crew. And they bond that way, okay? So they do animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove, okay?
Right.
The Bohemian Grove, the bushes.
He doubled down on his claim that Diddy was a member of the Bull, which he referred to as the Black Illuminati, and that Diddy had strong ties to influential political figures through his well-known attorneys when they questioned Jonathan about how he even knew all of this.
That's why he's so famous. They land on the car.
Jonathan further stated that he overheard several conversations between Diddy and his business associates both before and after those purported off parties. He said that Diddy treated him like a slave and even accused him of giving him an STD. He even went so far as to say that they paid out millions of dollars to settle the matter.
He would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like slave, okay? For them, that's...
People are shocked because Jonathan made statements years before Cassie ever filed her lawsuit, and many of his claims almost exactly match her accusations. The timing is suspicious, but the strangest part is that despite everything that transpired, there is hardly any information available about Jonathan's whereabouts. Reports from 2018 provide evidence that he was charged. Regarding that Trump derailment shooting, nobody is aware of whether he was ever found guilty or where he is now. It's as if he simply disappeared from the charts. Rick Ross has been pretty talkative lately, covering everything from 50 Cent to the Drake versus Kendrick spat. But he suddenly became very silent about his friend Diddy and all the crazy claims made against him. Word. And now there are rumors gaining louder among industry people that Ross is purportedly swinging the other way. An old interview recently went viral once more. People dismissed Ross's accusations of hooking up with his own male driver when comedian Corey Holcomb made them public. But now that everything is going on, that video is making the rounds.
Don't nobody say that. Nigga, we know what it is. Y'all motherfuckers mad at me. Let me tell you something. If Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
If these online rumors are even partially accurate, 50 is preparing to exact the ultimate retribution on Ross for everything that has transpired between them over the years. A new feud either started back in 2008 when it all broke out at the BET Awards. Ross claimed he didn't like the way 50 looked at him. But the crazy part is that 50 later claimed he didn't even knowing Ross was present should have put an end to it. But instead, Ross turned the heat up and threw heavy shade into the song with mafia music. Ross also made a sly remark about the fire that occurred at the house where 50's baby mama, Shenica Tompkins, was staying, essentially implying disrespectfully that 50 might have been involved in starting the fire under 50 returned, with a shit song titled Officer Ricky. Give me a try. It was savage. To refresh your memory, he named him Officer Ricky. Ross was wearing a full correctional officer uniform in the photo, which leaked back then. It's not a nice look for someone attempting to project a street king. Persona Ross has been constantly being clowned by Sense, and what made it even messier, Ross first attempted to pretend that the photo wasn't real, but after 50 dropped the Officer Ricky disc, the truth hit him hard and he was forced to face it head-on. Despite coming clean, Ross said that working as a corrections officer didn't affect his street cred or alter who he was. As a rapper named Ross who subsequently appeared on Angela Yee's show to disparage the song and try to minimize it. Naturally, 50 wasn't going to overlook that. So instead of releasing another song, he went all out with a video called Warning Shot, essentially threatening to ruin Ross' entire career for amusement.
For fun. Deciding to f your life up.
50 wasn't kidding either. He started a website with a full series of crazy Officer Ricky cartoons, adding new episodes every Saturday, which was brilliant trolling. And the internet loved it.
Yes, it's because you're a cop, Rick. Nobody likes the cops, Rick. It's not...
To further irritate Ross, 50 went all the way to find his baby, Mom Tia Kemp, and persuaded her to divulge information about Roz's previous position as CEO. Then, he took her on a full-fledged shopping spree.
He was working in law enforcement.
He was a correction officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer.
Yes.
Yes, 50 creates storylines rather than just meat. Ross made one of the most disrespectful acts of the dispute by firing back hard because he wasn't going to just sit back and absorb all that criticism from 50. When Ross posted a photoshopped image of 50's son Maris's face on a monkey's body, it went too far, and 50 being 50 pushed it to the next level. On a different level, he managed to obtain a private tape that Ross's other baby mama, Lastia Leone, had made with her ex. Prior to disclosing it, he even dubbed over the man's voice with his own, turning the entire situation into a personal jab. However, that move backfired badly in 2015, as a judge ordered 52 pay $5 million for disclosing the tape, added an additional $2 million to the damages, totaling $7 million for a single petty stunt. Despite this, Major L. Ross persisted in releasing diss tracks and advancing the feud as if nothing had occurred. Then, after Ross experienced 2 seizures in October 2011, 50 escalated the disrespect even further, making it apparent that he wasn't exactly sending prayers. At that point, the beef was so out of control and wild that even industry insiders tried to step in and calm things down. But this wasn't just rap beef anymore. It was personal, and neither of them was backing off. Let's face it, this beef is never going to stop. He claimed he wasn't wishing Ross dead, but he wasn't expressing any sympathy either. Smashed 50 recently made. It's very evident that he would never appreciate someone who once wore a badge and then tried to rap as though he had lived that underground life. Just simply untrue in his eyes.
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. Look, I understand from a perspective of someone who's listening to what it sounds like. Hey, he's a great rapper. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? Even when artists to the irony of the artists come under. So me, like Wale, Christian reform, and all of the wrong convictions.
Let's talk now. Do you think Ross went too far in trying to outshine Petty 50? Did he really believe he could win that game? What about this actual tape that people are speculating about, which allegedly connects Ross to Diddy's darker side? If 50 drops that bomb, could it be the last straw that brings Ross to his knees? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Below, we've got plenty more tea coming your way, so we'll see you in the next.